Fans, our culminating event here, Oaklamania 3. Tonight, all kinds of tremendous action in the ring. And Travis, if they're happy with what they see here, where can they see the whole thing?
Well, if they want to see the whole thing from start to finish, uncut in its entirety, you can visit our Patreon service by visiting worldclass.com. You can see this whole event from start to finish.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next bout is a triple threat match.
World Class always at the forefront of the women's division as well, as we are about to see a triple threat ladies match here. And right here we see the return of a long absent member of the Aero Club, Desi Dorada.
Yes, the warrior goddess has returned to the Aero Club. I had the pleasure of talking to Desi right before Oaklamania came on the air. She is determined. She has, of course, been training nonstop for not just professional wrestling, but in an MMA career herself. She is not one, but just she is many, representing her native country here. Part of Aero Club to make native great again, I guess we should say. Desi definitely is looking to make an impact here with Oaklamania.
Desi Dorada certainly getting a lot of international exposure. She recently completed a tour of the UK. She's also been getting some national exposure on the newly broadcast Ring Warriors program. And she is the first of 3 competitors in this triple threat match.
She's my fellow native. I'm not going to go against her. I'm not stupid. Again, I talked to this woman earlier. Her grip is unbelievable.
Well, you talk about people who want to come make an impact.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Here comes Marty Bell, one-time member of the Impact Wrestling roster.
1/3 member of the Dollhouse.
Yes, indeed.
And look at that, she's back in World Class. Looks like she's all smiles. Just back from overseas of a tour in Japan. Looking to make her name here in World Class once again. But you have 3 well-traveled and experienced veterans of professional wrestling.
You've got 2 of them in the ring right here. And you're absolutely right, the third one, of course, is certainly synonymous with international reputation here.
Yeah, you talk about making an impact.
Yeah, you talk about just
personification.
Yeah. And here she comes. She is wrestling royalty. Valkyrie, the wife of John Morrison, Johnny Impact, Boone the Bounty Hunter, call him what you will.
We call him Boone here. You better be careful, you better not get us in any kind of legal trouble now.
Maya Valkyrie about to step foot here into this triple threat match as well. A woman who has spent so much time in Mexico perfecting the lucha libre style and then melding it with the American style of wrestling.
Of course, you've seen her in many different areas, as we have mentioned earlier. Impact Wrestling is her current home. Of course,
and Lucha Underground as
made
well.
her name there in Lucha Underground. Her and, I guess we'll call him Mundo.
Yeah, Johnny Mundo.
They, of course, are running Lucha Underground, and here recently, they've taken over Impact as well. But right now, Taya Valkyrie is looking to be the best of World Class in the women's ranks right now, right here tonight at Oaklamania.
All 3 of these ladies certainly looking for a victory in this, which would propel them up in the rankings.
Oh, did you see that? Desi tried to throw in the shirt in the face of Taya. Remember, the Aero Club's mission statement is to make America native again. And she definitely is one to do so. She is a warrior goddess in her own right. But now look at this. It's almost like are they making fun of her for it?
I'm not sure what they were doing there. It did seem to be some sort of a pairing there of Bell and Valkyrie.
Almost like they were mocking it. They were mocking the traditions there of our ancestors.
Well, they're both certainly now physically accosting Desi Dorada. Double Irish whip there, going to run in. Oh, Dorada breaks through with that, but too late. I couldn't get the arms up for the double clothesline on her own part. And Dorada finds herself on the outside alone, while Valkyrie and Bell stand inside. Again, this is a triple threat match, not a handicap match. as Bell and Valkyrie shake of the hands, and then Valkyrie immediately with a kick to the midsection. That's exactly the type of experience she brings in here. As Valkyrie, she knows both sides of the rule book, if you will. But she and Bell now trading charges and elbows.
Well, aren't they just so special there? Now that
Running Bulldog.
that little alliance of theirs is right down the toilet.
And the match was almost over right there with Dorada still on the outside. Nowhere. Where's she going? I don't even see Desi Dorada right now.
Oh, Desi is a warrior. She knows when to take her time. She knows when to strike, and right now is not the opportune time. But she will. Don't you worry.
All right. Well, right now, Taya Valkyrie in full control of this match over Marty Bell. Now I see Desi Dorada down in the bottom portion of our screen, making her way back into the ring.
Look at that, picking her spot. She has Taya off balance, off guard.
And a spin right there. Face of Taya Valkyrie.
See what I'm talking about? Again, you don't want to bet against this woman. You may not know Desi Dorado as well as the other two, but I promise you by the end of this match, you will.
Desi Dorado with an absolute mean and vicious streak behind her. As you say, she's got experience in multiple forms of in-ring combat, and of course that international experience as well, hyping up her confidence level. As Dorada with a diving chop puts Valkyrie down in the corner.
Yeah, you wanted to make fun of
drop kick.
You wanted to make fun of the native dance earlier. Now you're starting to get it and understand it on a physical level there. Rolls through after stomping, takes aim, shoots the arrow, and lands her target bullseye.
Excellent flurry of moves there by Desi Dorada, who now drags Taya back out into the middle of the ring with a knee in the midsection, goes for the pin, a unique pin style there, but that is enough to keep her down.
Well, let me enlighten you a little bit there, Burnham. That is part of the MMA training right there. That is what they call in jiu-jitsu. It's simple but effective. That was a knee on belly. She would put all of her pressure down on the sternum there. It was surprising to me that Taya was even able to kick out.
And I don't know if you caught it there, but Dorada with a symbolic slicing of the forehead as if to indicate that she intends to scalp Valkyrie at some point in this match. As she turns Valkyrie over, single leg Boston Crab.
No, it's not the single leg Boston Crab. That is the single leg native crab.
I stand corrected as she now breaks and just simply sits down on the back of Valkyrie. One way or the other, no matter what you call it, it applies pressure to the back and the knees.
God, look at the strength.
Yeah.
Look at Desi's strength.
Absolute power there by Dorada, who just muscles Taya Valkyrie over. And Valkyrie is a strong woman on her own. She could not counter that move.
Desi's unbelievable, let me tell you. She is an unbelievable specimen.
To their credit, both of these women have actually been able to negate Marty Bell, who's been trapped on the outside while Dorada and Valkyrie continue to compete here. Bell has really got to get herself literally back into this match and may not have an opportunity as that spin slam by Dorada comes so close to getting a 3 count there.
But right back to work. There's Desi not giving Taya enough time to recuperate.
Oh, now just look at the disrespect on the part of
That's
Dorada.
not disrespectful. She's just shoving her face down in the canvas.
How is that not disrespectful?
I mean, what do you mean how's that not disrespectful? They're in a competition, Burnham. What are you talking about? Acting as if this is supposed to be touch football or something. Trust me, there's enough flags out there being thrown this season. We don't have those here. Instead, we have just the unmasculating power of Desi Dorada taking down Taya Valkyrie. That can do it right here.
That very well could, but again, Dorada with that ring presence, you saw Marty Bell trying to make her way back in, negated that, and that may have cost her right there. If she'd been able to, this would have been a one-on-one match, and she had executed that move and went for the pin immediately, I think it's very possible that Dorada could be having her hand raised in victory right now.
Possible and more than likely, but a power
Beautiful
slam.
scoop power slam by Dorada, but still some energy left inside Taya Valkyrie, and the frustration now beginning to mount. And speaking of mounting, look at Marty Bell going that top rope, coming off the top with a crossbody, puts down Dorada, but Dorada kicks out before the referee can even count 1.
Oh, look at her break through the clothesline. Marty Bell in again.
Yeah, barely registering these clotheslines from Bell.
I told you this is a warrior.
Oh,
no.
She registered that. Big spear there by Bell. Bell now going for the cover on Dorada. Hooks the leg. And no, not good enough there. Bell Girl now finds herself with two prone opponents. She's got to pick one, and she's going to stay on Dorada. But Valkyrie, sensing an opportunity as well, slips in and picks up Dorada.
It just goes to show you the biggest threat in the match is Desi.
And now some teamwork here by Valkyrie and Dorada, just like we saw at the beginning.
Oh yeah, now this is ridiculous here.
Well, this is going to wear down Dorada, but then which one of them is going to take the pin? You can only have one winner in this type of a match. Dorada getting an interesting rear view there. And now just running straight on. Those knees coming onto the shoulders. As Bell catches Dorada, drops her with an DDT. Bell,
Yes! You can't have two winners in this match, ladies. One pinfall to a finish. Why the referee even started counting is beyond
the shoulders
me.
were down. They both.
It doesn't matter. There's only one winner. You can't have two people win one match.
I understand that point. At that point, I think it would have been the referee's judgment to see who would have been the winner. But ultimately, I guess it doesn't matter because Dorada back in control of this match.
Absolutely. It's irrelevant at this point. The double clothesline, and now the back suplex spinning power.
Wow. And with complete ease, Dorada running Valkyrie around in circles. And Marty Bell, only thing to keep this match alive now. And Dorada says, get out of here. But Valkyrie with the schoolgirl. No. Picks up the win.
The winner of this match, Taya Valkyrie.
Well, Taya only got it at the most opportune time. That did not take any kind of strength or physicality, really. That just was simple timing and positioning. Desi frustrated, as she should be, because she was so close to knocking off two international stars of Marty Bell and Taya Valkyrie.
Introducing first, representing Arrow Club, is
We now see one half of the World Class Tag Team Champions, Coyote, stepping out here.
And of course, he's got himself a tall task in his own right here tonight. We saw fellow Arrow Club member Desi just now go through that hellacious triple threat match, but I don't think that he's going to have to worry about walking through hell, because I don't remember hell ever having a winter come through.
Yeah.
But believe me, Kaya, winter is coming to Oklahomania.
Coyote about to step into the ring with a WCW legend as well. Coyote taking the microphone. I'm sure he'll have some choice words for the crowd here.
Ever since I stepped foot in this building, all I've heard is Glacier this and Glacier that. Well, I'm here to tell you that my native blood runs cold. And I'm here to thaw his old ass out. So let me tell you something. You want to be Sub-Zero? Get to this ring so Nightwolf can end you.
Some bold words there from Kaya, calling Glacier what many have always had as a critique of Glacier's, a Sub-Zero knockoff. But he just compared himself to Nightwolf.
ladies and gentlemen, his opponent. He is
I have a feeling that there may be some regret on the part of Coyote once Glacier actually gets to the ring. I've had the opportunity to be both backstage with Glacier as well as watch him compete in the ring recently. The man has not lost a step. He is still a top caliber athlete. And he is going to hopefully prove a point, or hope to prove a point, here against Coyote. Opposing visuals of Glacier coming to the ring. All that armor.
Digging this music, it sounds so familiar.
Each one of them driving more pain into the shoulder and arm area of Coyote, who he now has face down on the mat. And again, Coyote finding it more and more difficult to get the vertical base underneath him as Coyote rolls through and just yanks the arm away, and again makes his way to the outside. Coyote has got to be thinking or rethinking strategy right here, because everything that he has attempted has not panned out the way he would like it to. Coyote takes a seat. One of our security chairs.
Nothing wrong with taking a breather.
Well, it will be if he's out there for too long. Referee, I assume, is counting here. We don't have a camera on him. Okay, referee Nick Chin, over and aware.
Well, I also thought that he wouldn't get involved earlier and wouldn't make himself a third man of a tag team, but you know what? I guess we all can be wrong here and there. Now Glacier, I guess, is just
Glacier is not wanting to wait for Coyote to stall on the outside, but Coyote dragging Glacier foot down, broke first over the top rope, and now Coyote going to work in the back of Glacier.
Straight kicks right there. Now going to the gut there of Glacier. Coyote has worn him down, and now we see Coyote just burying a knee or a foot, there's the foot, excuse me, right into the throat of Glacier. Glacier now back up there, but still a hard kick and right hand.
Irish whip propels Glacier into the far corner. And that back, which was worked over so much by Coyote, certainly has got to be sending pains all through the body of Glacier, but Glacier overcoming them with some straight forearms, or actually just straight right hands. And catches Coyote, going to try for the hip toss. Oh, wow. Just right across the bridge of the nose, knocking Glacier down, but only got good enough for one.
He threw that warrior fist, the tomahawk hit, and it took Glacier down to his back, where we now have a nice rear chin lock, almost a variation of a sleeper hold here on Glacier. Looking to send him back to the Ice Age after this match is over, to freeze in a deep freeze, if you will.
Now look of pain on Glacier's face.
Yes.
Showing everything that Coyote is doing here being very effective, but Glacier nonetheless going to try to continue to fight as Coyote throws Glacier to the outside.
And right there, out there is Coyote to go and continue the work that he's been putting in on Glacier's back. And why not add more to it?
Yeah, some fans here getting a surprising up close and personal view of the action here at World Class.
From the guardrail to the apron, Coyote has just been relentless on this assault.
A back rake, followed there by a straight uppercut from Glacier, as both these competitors on the outside. Now Glacier rolling back inside. And Coyote quick to follow as well. Neither man exactly in an advantageous position while I say that, but now Coyote immediately from behind will lock in a sleeper hold on Glacier. Cut off the blood flow to that carotid artery. Make Glacier fade down, eventually pass out if he can keep this hold locked in.
Well, that would cause failure, so yes indeed. And we hear the fans trying to rally behind Glacier there.
They provide Glacier some energy there to break out of the sleeper hold. But an Irish whip reversal. Glacier with a boot. Irish whip there to Coyote. Big double chop puts Coyote down.
Only for a one count, though. Not enough to keep Coyote down any longer. Tomahawk chop.
Massive tomahawk chop to the forehead of Glacier. And Coyote with a much of a rather a lackadaisical pin there. You cannot expect to put a man who was a top star in WCW down like that.
Well, I think he can, because he knows that he's got more strength than the old man, don't you think?
The old man is holding his own here. Thank you very much.
I didn't say that he wasn't holding his own. I said that he was just having the better getting of him so far. I didn't say that he wasn't going. I just said that Coyote was doing better.
All right, well, right now, Coyote is back again into that rear chin lock move, very close to being able to slip the sleeper on there. But instead, Coyote rams the head of Glacier into the top turnbuckle, corner to corner. Coyote charges in, nobody home. Glacier from behind, schoolboy. 1, 2, kick out there by Coyote. And again with the chop to the top of the head. Those chops are deadly as they put Glacier down again. And again, Coyote goes for the pinfall, does not hook the leg. I really feel like he's underestimating the endurance and abilities of Glacier, all stemming from the fact that he walked into this match simply thinking of Glacier as an old guy.
Well, I mean, let's look at the facts. He is older, so yes, essentially Coyote was correct. But maybe he is underestimating Glacier a little bit. Although he's not leaving too much rest for the weary. He misses that elbow, but he's going to try it again.
And again misses.
Oh, but this time Glacier's reeling, though. And a hard right, hands delivered underneath the jaw of Coyote. Now, hip toss.
Beautifully done by Glacier, who then follows it up again with a straight right hand.
This ain't good for Coyote right now.
No, it is not. That double thrust there has Glacier down for the cover, but Coyote kicks out. Both men beginning to feel those energy tanks working their way towards the empty level.
But Coyote showing that he still has that native pride running through his veins. He's going to charge in.
And he met with a kick, a thrust kick from Glacier, and that was good enough to get him the win.
Match. Glacier.
Well, it was a hard-fought victory for the WCW veteran, but Glacier victorious in this match over one half of the World Class Tag Team Champions.
It did not come easy for him by any means, and it only took one shot from out of nowhere. That thrust kick hit right on point and spelled the end for Coyote here at Oklahomania.
There will be another day, I'm sure, for the Aero Club and for Coyote, as he has to focus primarily on the Tag Team Championship. But tonight, Glacier victorious in this one-on-one combat. And perhaps Coyote will have a newfound level of respect instilled within him for some of these veterans and superstars.
Oh wait, Glacier's calling him back in now. Maybe they're not done yet.
I don't know. Glacier with the win here. Not sure what he's intending here. Well, Glacier with the hand extended. And that's a tremendous and a sign of respect there. All right, well maybe you can teach a
what were you saying?
old dog for Coyote, but maybe you can instill some of that respect into Coyote, the man of Coyote's mentality. Because I think he was shown right there that just because you're a legend, just because you're not necessarily the youthful competitor that you used to be, it doesn't mean that you can't go. And Glacier proved that right here by pulling out a victory over Coyote.
Well, he certainly did not come without some kind of opposition. Glacier picking up a huge win here tonight over Coyote here at Oklahomania 3. Celebrating with some young folk here in the audience.
You guys were great ring announcers. Thank you. You might take my job.
Hold on, Justin.
Oh yes, Flexi.
How is he?
I don't know. It's a miracle though.
Is that what is that around? Or is that the remnants of the T-shirt around his waist? What is that?
It's not the remnants of the t-shirt. He's taped up, Burnham. He is taped up, Burnham.
How is there that much tape on the entire planet Earth? He has a neck brace, a head wound brace,
Ladies and gentlemen,
arms and elbows.
Hey, you know what? His courage should be very commended here at Oklahomania. Shut up, Burnham, unless you have some good things to say. Don't say a word. Flex Zerba is showing the tenacity in him. He's showing the will and the overall emotion to just drag his beaten body from tonight, pillar to post, to now, look at this, trying to work his way into the ring, and the referee, nor Justin Roberts, is even lending a hand. How disrespectful. Shut up, Burnham. Are you going to say something nice about
I'm
this?
simply going to say that I think the referee and Justin are both in astonishment that...
Oh, come on now. Referee, you couldn't have come over to assist him a little bit more. You had to grab a crutch that has nothing to do with him. Come on, Justin, do your job. Help him out.
Well, he is. He's deserving using him as...
I'm not done here yet.
He ain't done yet.
What's there left for him to do?
This is Oklahoma, and I'm not leaving here until I have my Oklahomania moment.
I mean, you already had that, Flex. Stop it.
Come on. I want out of here with the better than champion. I'm gonna christen myself the big bad Flexi Daddy.
Big bad Flexi Daddy.
No, wait.
Flex? You know what this is like. You were dumped in a river at one time for this.
You already made this mistake once tonight, Flex. And that was just Sid Vicious. And now...
Well, vicious is still a great adjective, but the man that's coming out right now, are those real cybers? Because if not, we probably need to call the authorities right about now.
And we might as well just call the ambulance while you're at it, because Flex Zerba is going to a hospital. There's no doubt in my mind right now that no matter how this ends up,
where can they see the whole event in its entirety?
if you missed out on any of the action from Oakmania, if you were not able to be there for it, then you can tune in on the Patreon service at worldclassprowrestling.com. See the whole event uncut and uncensored.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, your main event this evening is scheduled for one fall. And it is for the World Class Heavyweight Championship.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is what it's all about. This is our main event, big time, world-class heavyweight championship on the line. Newly crowned champion Chavo Guerrero Jr. going to put the title up
Against
Boone the Bounty Hunter.
the mayor of Slam City has come back to world class. And you know, I heard that he's taking on a new bounty case. Have you heard about that?
No, I'm not.
Oh, it's a great one too. He said that tonight he is on a new case, and it's called the Case of the Missing Championship. He is in search of the World Class Heavyweight Championship, but apparently it was missing from his waist. So he said, you know what? I have to go and retrieve this belt, and I heard the #1 suspect is none other than Chavo Guerrero Jr.
That definitely sounds like something that Boone the Bounty Hunter would do and would say. And Boone, of course, no strangers to championships all over the world. Recently having defeated Austin Aries for the Impact World Heavyweight Championship. Of course, former Lucha Underground champion, former ECW World champion, multiple-time tag team Intercontinental champions as well. But Boone has never been able to call himself a world-class heavyweight champion. However, his opponent here has been able to do so, as he is the man who continues the Guerrero legacy in professional wrestling. Third-generation superstar, Chavo Guerrero Jr., who so recently defeated MVP for that belt. Chavo Guerrero Jr. now set to make his first title defense.
Remember, he won that title from MVP?
And he won it by submission.
Yes, he did.
That was the most amazing part of that whole match, is that he actually forced MVP to submit the title. And we both said at the time that, we pointed out that I personally could count on my hands the number of times I've seen a champion submit a championship away. Most of them would rather pass out or just fight until they're physically unable to compete rather than truly submit a title away. But in that particular instance, MVP could not continue to go, and then found himself in a situation where he simply had to tap out. And the title went to Chavo Guerrero Jr.
Chavo is definitely a proud champion here in World Class. He knew that he was going to have a title defense here at Oklahomania, and he's got a worthy adversary in Boone the Bounty Hunter here tonight.
The champion now stepping into the ring. And acknowledging the great world-class fans here who helped him in so many ways to capture that world-class championship. Let's go ahead and let Justin do the introductions.
Introducing first, the challenger from Slamtown, USA. You may know him as Johnny Survivor. Johnny One Fall. Johnny Blaze. Johnny Spade. Johnny Nitro. John Morrison. Johnny Mundo. Johnny Impact. Johnny World Class. And also, because it's available at stores everywhere, Dollar General on DVD. Ladies and gentlemen, Boone Booty Turn. His opponent from El Paso, Texas, he is the current world-class world heavyweight champion,
SAG nominated,
Emmy winner, star of Glow and Lucha Underground, ladies and gentlemen, Chavo Guerrero!
I don't know if you caught that or not, Boone, but he said star of Lucha Underground. How do you think Boone feels about that?
Well, I think that, Boone established that he was a man of many names, and Chavo wanted to make sure that his accomplishments were recognized as well, and both of them deserve to be recognized for their accomplishments. Of course, as you pointed out there, Chavo Guerrero, SAG nominated.
Emmy winner.
Emmy winner for the Glow series.
Star of Glow.
On Netflix. And a
star of Lucha Underground.
And star of, Chavo's got something to say.
All right, guys, what's going on, Ardmore? Y'all been here a long time. So we're here to put on a heck of a match for you. This guy standing across from me is one heck of an athlete. One very, very cool guy. He's on Survivor, which is pretty awesome.
Johnny Survivor.
And he's one of my favorite opponents to face, because he always brings out the best of me. So, you guys ready for a good fight? Good fight, ready? Me too.
Feel the same way. Anytime I can get in the ring with Chavo Guerrero, I'm honored and humbled. When I first started with WWE, Chavo was one of the first guys to take me under his wing and teach me how to be backstage and how to be in the ring. Chavo, give it up for Chavo for teaching me so much about this business. The only problem with Chavo, I think he might have taught me a little bit too much. Because tonight, I'm not leaving without the world-class champion.
All right, so I guess the love affair is all over with now. Let's move on, and the bell rings, and we are underway for our main event here at Oaklamania for the World Class Heavyweight Championship. Chavo Guerrero versus Boone, the Bounty Hunter. Well, as you remember when Boone first was breaking on to the professional wrestling scene and making a name for himself, like you said, he mentioned Chavo was a tutor of his and somebody that he went to for advice, as was, I believe, his late uncle, Eddie Guerrero, because it was Boone who had several run-ins in the early part of his career in tag team competition with the legends of Eddie Guerrero and, of course, the Lucha Libre greatest mask of all time. I'm speaking, of course, of Rey Mysterio.
Rey Mysterio, yes, indeed. Boone very familiar with both of those men. And what?
Hey, don't forget, this is all fun, but I'm still a Guerrero.
And like I said,
yeah, we say it every time Chavo Guerrero gets in the ring, and he admits it himself. Yes, indeed, he's a competitor. Yes, indeed, he's a world-class athlete. But inside, he is still a Guerrero. And we all know the three things the Guerreros love to do.
What do they do, Berto?
Lie, cheat, and steal.
It's that family tradition.
And when a title is on the line, they're probably going to do it even more than they normally would.
Can you imagine what those family reunions would be like?
there wouldn't be much left at the dinner plate or the kitchen or the dining
cars,
room. Yes.
or the cabins.
All right. Standing waist lock here by Guerrero as Boone forced to the ropes. And now Boone going in with the standing toe hold.
Boone tried to pick the leg out from Chavo. Didn't realize Chavo had evaded him the first time, but Boone quickly was able to catch Chavo again before Chavo could scurry away.
And then just slams that leg, and they call him the mayor of
look at
slam
this.
now. And that's not normally what it's meant for, but he slammed that leg down onto the mat.
And he did a little bit of a strut there, an homage to another ring legend.
Yeah, you'll say it's Ric Flair. I'll say that it's Jackie Fargo, but you know, one way or the other, it's definitely a very familiar move. And Guerrero trying to shake off the effects of that knowledge. And now, well,
Oh, wait a minute, wait a minute.
Yeah, Boone calling back perhaps not one of the greatest memories for Chavo.
Hey! And that ball went sailing.
Yes, so did that gimmick. All right, Guerrero now a little bit irate as the punch to the midsection forces Boone back into the corner.
I guess being white wasn't all right.
No, not in this particular instance. And Boone on the receiving end of a flurry of offense there by Chavo Guerrero, who now is all serious in business as he drags Boone to the corner post. Gonna wrap that leg around the corner post, and you do not win when that flesh comes in contact with that corner post there. Guerrero gonna follow up once again, do the same thing again. And Guerrero now rolling his way back into the ring, knowing that he has now put Boone into a very compromised position. And now pulling the mayor of Slamtown back into the ring and gonna stretch that leg out as if it hadn't had enough damage already. Now we're gonna go to work on the thigh.
Oh, now look at this. He just dropped all of his weight down on that thigh there, just working it over, wrenching on that. Chavo he knows, he is a veteran of this game, as we have mentioned several times. He knows how to break down a body part, and he knows how to be methodical about it.
And look at him just shrug the other leg off of Boone as Boone is going to try to use that leg to leverage his way off, or leverage Chavo off of him. But Chavo just shrugged it off, and now, again, just going to...
And oh no, this
now,
look at this!
Head scissor takeover from the ground position.
Not only that, he crossed his legs over to hook that head scissors leg takedown in.
And a sliding baseball drop kick propels the champion back into the entranceway. And Boone now following out to the outside here.
Now remember, there is disqualifications and countouts in this.
This is a standard match. There are DQs, there are countouts at risk here. And the champion, of course, would be in the advantage in that position because Boone has to pin the champion or make him submit.
Oh, Lord!
And doing things like that are certainly going to help him do that as he dropped Chavo throat first across the ring barrier.
I couldn't tell if that was throat first or chest first. Either way, it was effective.
Well, so is that stomp right to the midsection as Boone continuing to press this advantage here. And now kick to the face.
Oh, Lord.
Again, following up a unique style there, draping the leg across the second rope.
Well, I guess all that camaraderie and all that praise is now long gone as we see slingshot into the bottom rope, just hanging Chavo out to dry there.
And Boone now going to pull the champion back inside, going to go for the pinfall, hooks the leg, and gets a 2 count before the champion's able to get out. Boone quick to follow up now with this rear chin lock, slowing the action down, making sure that Chavo's not able to get onto his feet, not able to build up speed, and certainly not able to go into that high-flying district, which he is very, very comfortable with.
Yeah, but as is Boone.
Yes, indeed. Both men very, very capable. Of course, we know that Boone employs that end-of-the-world maneuver or starship pain, depending on whatever he wants to call it. And Chavo Guerrero, of course, with the frog splash in memory of his late uncle, Eddie Guerrero. Both men are capable of putting their opponents away from that top rope position.
One high-risk maneuver can win it all for them.
But neither man really in the position to do that right here, as Boone continuing to work over the chin and neck area of Chavo. Chavo now going to try to get to the knee, up to the second knee, and break this hold.
And does just that with a series of elbow shots, but Boone quickly, the clubbing forearm, stops Chavo with a drop kick.
Yeah, standing drop kick. Great vertical leap there by Chavo Guerrero. And both men now in a position where one man, if he's capable of doing so, is going to be able to hit one single maneuver. Oh, takes Boone over, Chavo does. And Chavo now to the outside. They go for a tope. Into the inside, all the way across the rib cage. Again, down with the pinfall. And again, only good enough for 2.
Chavo definitely for a minute there.
Chavo beginning to feel the opportunity, perhaps, to bring something from his family legacy in here as he waits for Boone, perhaps, to get back onto his feet.
Oh, I think that's exactly what he's waiting for. He's got a couple of friends that he wants to introduce Boone to.
Well, he wanted to introduce him to big super kick straight to the face.
On point, right on the jaw. Chavo's lights could very well be dim.
So many wrestlers in the course of their career have used the super kick as a finisher. Men like Shawn Michaels, men like the Young Bucks. Of course, they're the originators with Chris Adams, but I would say that Boone's super kick measures up to
look at
theirs.
Look at Boone.
Chavo now going to the top rope, maybe looking for the frog splash, but Boone quickly up to counter that, to intercept him, knowing full well that if Chavo were to connect with that frog splash, that the championship match could very well be over. And now Boone, when the hook Chavo, maybe going to go for a superplex here.
Oh wow, going
maybe from all the way to the top rope.
He's got Chavo.
Both men jockeying for position here, and knowing they're in a very dangerous, precarious position.
Well, Chavo knows that if he takes this, it could very well spell the end of his title right here. And that's why he is fighting with everything that he has and gets Boone finally off of the middle rope.
This allows Chavo to get to the top rope. Chavo off the top, high cross body, and he rolls through. But Boone able to recover very quickly, and now double clothesline. And both men,
he fell on top.
He did. Clothesline that went instinctively to the cover, as did Chavo right there. That, friend, people right there, that is sign of professionalism. And the ring awareness and the experience level that you have to compete at the levels that they did. Knowing that your opponent is down, knowing that all you have to do is drape that arm across and you're in a pinning predicament. And that's why both of these men are former world champions.
Agreed, 100%. Both men just trying to, I guess, get whatever they can. They're running on fumes in that gas tank now.
Yeah. But they've still got enough left to start the slugfest in the middle of the ring. Back and forth.
Who wants it more? Who has the drive and the desire to walk out of Oklahomania with the title?
But it's breaking down in Ardmore right here between the two of these here. They're putting it all on the line.
Eat your heart out, Muskogee. This is where the real fight is.
And boom, 3 in a row, and Chavo with a rake to the face.
Oh, wait a minute. I think he might be setting him up. Maybe.
Well, Chavo not quite prepared for it yet, but Boone prepared for that. Leg lariat, and Boone stands high.
And Boone gonna come off the ropes with a running knee. And that could put him away. If he covers him right here, he could have it, but no.
No, I think he's gonna try. I think he's gonna try for Starship. Nope, he's gonna go outside. I thought maybe he was going to go for the end of the world.
I thought he was going for that, the end of the world, as you also alluded to. It's called Starship Pain to some. But instead, is he calling for a frog splash?
Is Boone going to try to
Surely
pull
not.
off the signature move
No
of
way.
Chavo Guerrero?
No way.
Oh, no. No, he wasn't. But he didn't connect with that, no matter what it was. He did connect with that to the midsection, though. I know.
Oh, wow.
I was going to take over, and now Chavo hooking. Now going to
Oh,
introduce
there's one.
Boone to three of his friends.
And here comes no.
There's number two.
Not that much of a great greeting.
Hips and gyration. Can we get the third one up and over? Well, we got it over, but not the way that Chavo wanted. Chavo receiving end of the knee to the face from the springboard on the second rope. And Boone dragging Chavo back. Now I think Boone is looking for the end of the world.
Hyperdrive.
Bounces off, but nobody home.
Oh, but look at Chavo.
Oh, look at this Maestro cradle. Maestro cradle by Guerrero. And puts him down.
The winner of this match and still
All the matches from Oklahomania, including that massive main event, are going to be available on the Patreon. You go there to worldclassprowrestling.com, subscribe to the Patreon service. For Travis Fowhark, I'm CM Burnham. Thank you for tuning in, and join us next time as the revolution continues to be televised.